Well, here I am, eBay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Let me just check out some things. Let me just see if everything is working correctly. See if people are joining. All right, let's get right into it. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a great week so far. But yeah, we'll just do a quick live stream. We just had some news, so we'll go over that briefly and we'll talk about what that means. And then we'll take a look at some cryptos. We'll take a look at some trades to make ourselves some money, hopefully, because in the end, that's the main thing we're doing right now, right? We're not holding. We're not buying and holding. We're trading. We're trying to make some money. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, MAVCU, we'll get into that. XRP as well, don't worry. We'll cover all of those cryptos. Bitcoin as well, Angel. Let me just, yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, let's get right into it. So what we'll do, if you're new to these live streams, what I usually do is we check out my cryptos that I trade, which is this list right here. So that goes from Jasmine down to Luna Classic. Arkham is also here, but that's just because I wanted a shortcut to kind of check it out. Interesting platform, by the way. That project, if you don't know, project that launched on the Binance Launchpad. It's very interesting because the platform right now is open to everyone. And you can actually look up funds like DWF Labs, and you can actually see what they're doing on chain. So you can see what cryptos they're buying and what they're doing. So I think that's pretty interesting. Like they're trading A Gold and Jasmine, but yeah, all right. So that's what we'll do. We'll take a look at those cryptos, and I'll tell you what I think, and I'll tell you some interesting trade setups. This month the trading signals profit will be there will be a new profit update at the end of July. I'm doing the profitability reports now every month. So far, I think in the signals group I did an overview, or at least I checked it out yesterday. I think so far we have 11 take profits and 3 or 4 stop losses since the 1st of July. I think 3 stop losses. And the risk reward with every trade is higher than 1. So great profit so far, but let's try to continue that. But all right, onto crypto. So Jasmine right now is the first crypto. We'll just take a look at this whole list. All right, so check that list out. Some cryptos are in there, like XRP and BCH and Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that. So don't worry too much about that yet. But all right, Jasmine. Not interesting to me. Like the only trade I would see is some sort of a break retest off of this support, because right now it seems like we are very bearish. But if at any point of time Bitcoin becomes bullish again, which could which could easily happen, then Jasmine will just get a fake out. So it's not that interesting to me. Perhaps if we move up a lot, perhaps then something interesting happens. But for now, no. Gala. See, Ghana, I would say Ghana has been quite bullish, but altogether there has been a lot of consolidation. So there's a great buy area right here at 0.0255, but I don't trust it enough given this current market to really take a buy trade from there. I think it's better, and this is a trade I'm actually considering taking. I think it's better to go long from here. It's a very respected trend line, and apart from that, it's also a very respected key level. So altogether, this is the level I'm looking at. So that's 2.45 cents. So I'll actually set up a price alert. But something from there, like I think it's pretty low risk if you buy from there and take profits right here at 2.55 cents, and then just have a stop loss that makes the risk reward pretty decent, like this. And then you have a risk reward of 1.4, pretty decent trade. But like I said, I set my price alert there, and I'll just keep an eye on it. If the price gets close, I'll probably take the trade, and otherwise I'll just leave it be. Pepe, same thing. See for Pepe, I'm actually quite bearish on Pepe, which might be a mistake, especially with the weekend coming up, which is usually quite bullish for Pepe. But altogether, like, the main trades I'm looking at is if we break down below this level, and then to go short from that. But that's very risky. So yeah, it's a tough one, to be honest, because it's risky because of the weekend coming up. So if we get a bearish breakout right here, it will probably be tomorrow, and then the weekend is almost there, and we can just easily get back above that level and consolidate. So that's why I will probably not take it, but that's the only idea I have on that. In the meanwhile, also check out some YouTube chats. Maker, yeah, we'll do that. We'll take a look at Algo and Maker at the if we're done with these if we're done with the other pairs. So Ajax right now, I would say we're pretty much consolidating. See, there's this level right here, which it's a pretty weird level, I would say, but it's kind of this area which I think we are heading down towards, and we're just in some sort of a weird consolidation, where we sometimes spike up above 25 and 25.5 cents. But there's absolutely no trade I think I want to take on this. In the signal group, we took a short trade right here from 25 cents. And we took profits right here. So that was a nice trade, but apart from that, I mean, that trade was good. It was pretty low risk, I would say, because the price was bleeding right here, and we barely found any support at the 0.618 fib. So when we broke down below that, it was almost a no-brainer to take a short trade from there. Matic looks pretty weak as well. As you can see, I have a price alert for Matic at 72.5 cents, but Matic as well. Matic right now is very much bleeding. So what you can see is that we had all these support levels after this initial bullish move, and we're barely finding support at any of those levels. And then what we did today is we actually had a bearish break retest off of 75 cents. So right now it looks like we're dropping down to that 70 cents level, and that is an area I'm considering buying from. But like I said, I have my price alert set up, so if we get close, then I'll reconsider it. But for now, it looks pretty good. Like at that trend line, which is pretty strong, it looks pretty good to do something like something like this or something. It's pretty decent. You could even make the stop loss a bit tighter. So like this. This is a trade I'm probably going to take, but it depends. I mean, Bitcoin right now is pretty bearish, even though we got news which should be bullish, like the housing starts and the building permits are both lower than expected. That came in about an hour and a half ago, I know, but both lower than expected, and we're not actually seeing that much bullish momentum. We're actually rather bearish right now. So that worries me a bit, to be quite honest with you. Same with Cardano. With Cardano, we actually, wow, that's loud noises outside. Ocean, by the way, quickly. Ocean, the only thing which I am anticipating right now is that we will still have some sort of a fifth wave in this Elliott wave theory. And then we'll find resistance at 45 and 44 cents. And then I'll take a short trade if from that level we break down below 42 cents again. All right, that's the only trade I'm looking at, but that's still very, very far away. Cardano, we are actually long in the signal group. We're long from this area right here, around 30 cents. So that was a great trade. We already took some profits. But right now it looks quite like, especially with that bearish momentum from Bitcoin, which is pretty weird, that we're getting that much. But especially because of that, I think Cardano will just move back to that level and kind of consolidate here. That looks most likely at this point of time. Even though Cardano is comparatively stronger than Matic. Like Matic is just falling. And Cardano seems like when we drop down to 30 cents, I think it's actually possible that we'll take another long trade from the area. It actually looks pretty solid, to be fair. Pepe 2.0, we'll maybe take a look at Pepe 2.0. I'm not too sure about that yet. A good time to buy Quant. I'm not sure. I mean, Quant right now, it's still quite weak, right? I think you'll still have time to buy quants for the long term, and on the short term, it doesn't look that attractive. I think, but it's around $100. So altogether, it's a solid buy. It's just it's going to depend on Bitcoin whether we can actually get some sort of a rally. Injective, at this point of time, I have no idea. The market structure for Injective is so weird. Like we are basically in this triangle right here. So that's a very, very steep triangle. And we'll just have to wait for confirmation. Like if we break through this support level right here, so below 8.5, then taking a short trade from there could be a good idea. But that's also risky because the 200 EMA is there. So I really don't have anything on Injective. Solana, I'm actually in a trade in Solana right now, which is not doing too well. But I think altogether, especially after that bearish breakout we had off of $25.5 yesterday, I think it's quite likely that also with this very short-term bearish momentum, even though this looks very similar to Injective, I think we'll actually see some bearish momentum, at least down to $24. But it's I mean, like I said, I'm in a trade, so perhaps I'm a little bit biased, right? You never know. This is the graph or GRT. I see absolutely nothing on GRT now. We're just consolidating. The price action is not necessarily attractive right now, I would say. Like it's just consolidating. So there's did I say injection? I meant Injective. And render, same thing. Like render, we'll have to wait for confirmation. I think at some point of time, we'll get a move like this from render. So we'll actually drop down to 1.5. From 1.5, I would gladly buy. But at this moment, like 1.85, it looks like it's holding. But like I said, at some point it's going to break. It's not worth the risk to me to buy from it now. Sui is pretty interesting. I'm actually long on Sui, which is looking amazing right now. Because we're dropping. But I do think, I made a video on Sui this morning, but it does look like I think we can actually hold this level right here at 70 cents at the very least. So that from there, we will actually be able to at least get back up to 78 cents, but I think there's a potential to go all the way up to 87 cents. So that's also what I'm anticipating in this trade. There's still quite a bit of wiggle room down here. If Bitcoin crashes right now, which it's not crashing right now, but it's 100% bearish. So if that continues, this probably will hit stop loss. But hopefully we'll find some profits from Solana then. But that's something we'll see. Litecoin right now, Litecoin is still... Like I made a video on Litecoin this morning, and I'm actually not sure what to think. Because if you actually zoom in, what you'll see is that we could be at the beginning of some sort of a bearish impulse wave right here. So that will do something like this. And this is the fourth wave. And that will get a fifth wave down to $86 and $84. Excuse me. But it depends a lot. Like this structure, which it seems right now that we're following this, it depends a lot on this level between $92 and $92.7. Because if that actually holds, I think this is invalidated. While if we drop down below that level now, then I think we'll just continue that move down. But trading Litecoin at this point of time, I think it's not wise, or at least how I see the markets for Litecoin, it's not the best thing to do, because it's we'll have to wait for confirmation, or at least rejection of some sort of a market structure, and we don't have that yet. So like I said, I mean Bitcoin. We had bullish news 1.5 hours ago, or almost 2 hours ago. But sometimes, like just to explain it, building permits and housing starts, if they're lower than expected, what that means is that the economy is tanking a little bit. And if the economy is tanking, that means that interest rates can go down at some point of time, and that is bullish for Bitcoin. But right now, what sometimes happens is if you get bullish news, that you'll actually get a bearish response, because people who hold a lot of Bitcoin and who are in profit see that as an excellent moment to sell. So I mean, it's looking more and more likely that we'll actually get some sort of a move like this for Bitcoin. I'm not saying it will happen right now, but this like this level as well, around the level around 28,800 looks very juicy to go long on as well. So I don't know, we'll see. Like the daily candle looks very bad. In the end, I think it's more likely for Bitcoin that we will find support at 29,700 and that we will get some sort of bullish momentum from here. But it's too risky to go long right now, I would say. Like it's definitely not that strong. All right, so Bitcoin Cash, someone requested this as well. I think Bitcoin Cash is just bleeding right now, because this initial move, like this initial move right here was absolutely uncalled for. So I think we will be dropping down even more. Like we found some support right now at that 200 EMA region. I think at some point of time we are confirming the bearish momentum. I think it's just a matter of time before we drop down to this level right here between $215 and $200, and from there we'll see again, frankly. XRP does still look quite bullish. So I made a video on this morning, and in that video I actually said that we would probably retest the level we broke above, which was this level around 77 cents. And then from there move up to like 80, I think I said 84, 85. So that still looks most likely. But again, if Bitcoin actually gets a bearish breakout, then that will not happen. And we'll just dive right back under 77 cents and drop back down to 73. So everything in the market right now depends a lot on Bitcoin. Unfortunately, I mean, I would love to have a market that's uncorrelated. But yeah, all right. Surrounding by Z. If you just have a little bit of patience, then you know that at the end of these tradings, we take a look at we take a look at some other crypto. So let's check out 1 inch. I don't think, I mean, 1 inch is just doomed. 1 inch was super manipulated, and right now it's just falling. Like there's nothing here. It's dead. It will maybe find some support here because we are at the 200 EMA, but in the end we'll just drop back down to 30 cents, I think. There's nothing here. I don't think there's anything here. It just was very manipulated, and now it's dead again, basically. Or well, not dead. It's a great platform, but we're back in these price ranges, almost. And if we are not right now, I think we're going to drop back down into those price ranges. So on to yeah, I'll give you analysis of Maverick protocol as well. I haven't checked it out for a long time though. Yeah, Maverick isn't looking great either. Like Maverick was super propped up because of that whole Binance fiasco, but right now you can also see that the volume is pretty much getting lower and lower, especially since that end of June when we were still very bullish. But right now, unfortunately, it does look like Maverick will drop down even lower. It does look like we'll be dropping down to like 30 cents right here. Because if you, like, there's different ways you can look at this. You can look at it like this, that this is the big impulse wave, and that this is a 1-2, and then a big 3, and that we're now in some sort of a 5th wave. But altogether, like, doesn't matter how you look at it, the market structure is just very bearish. Like we have over the last week, we have respected this resistance level, and right now, like, we're at this support level right here between 34 and 33 cents, and we're barely getting any support from there. Like this level right here, we hit this today, and we're really like we aren't even getting above 34 cents again. So it looks like just a matter of time before we give up 33 cents as well, or 32.5 cents, and drop down to our next psychological support level around 30 cents. That looks most likely. But let's check out Maker, because Maker and Algo, because those were actually those were requested quite some time ago. So I'm sorry it took so long. But we'll get to them. Maker right now. Oh, Maker is actually still looking pretty good. pretty good. I mean, not ideal, but we're just consolidating. We've been pretty bullish today. That's actually pretty good, because if Bitcoin right now hopefully gets bullish as well, then Maker can actually get some sort of a breakout, because it looks like Maker is kind of between that 1000 level and this level down here. So what we're trying to do, see, most likely always in this scenario is that we'll drop back down towards 925 and down to the support level around 860 and 850, which right now with the 200 EMA is actually pretty strong. This is always most likely, but like I said, in the scenario that Bitcoin right now breaks above 30,250, we could actually have a big rally for Maker, like a price target of all the way up to 1120. But like I said, I mean, that depends on Bitcoin. Looks most likely that we'll just stay in this consolidation, to be fair. And Algorand's probably not doing too well. Algorand actually looked pretty bullish the last time we analyzed it, which was, I think, on Monday right here. But what I said is that we needed to stay on top of this key level right here at 11.5 cents. And what have we done so far is we've actually dropped down below that. So unless for some reason we can actually reclaim that level and break above that again, unless that happens, we'll just drop back down to this level right here at 10.5 cents, because Algorand actually had a beautiful formation right here. Like, we started some sort of a Elliott wave theory, but now we have dropped down too far. So if we would have held 11.5 cents, then that could have been the support for a fifth wave, and we could have actually rallied all the way up to 14 cents. But now that this has been broken, that this has been rejected, and it looks more likely that this is some sort of a consolidation structure, and that therefore will drop down to 10.5 cents. If that makes any sense, let me know if it doesn't, but hopefully it does. The Eiffel Tower pattern. It's the bottom of the Eiffel Tower though, which we are in. Yeah, Bitcoin does look very weak, Tang. It's not looking too great. But I mean, you heard it here first. But Bitcoin will probably be bullish on Friday, because usually what you see is that if Bitcoin is bearish on Monday and Wednesday, usually then it's bullish on Friday. Just a little bit of a tip, and you might be able to make some money off of that. I probably will. I will do my best at the very least. All right, let's do one more proposal. Let me know down in the comments if you still have anything you'd like to see. Let's take a look at Avalanche real quick. Avalanche, same thing as Matic. Like, Matic right now is also kind of bleeding. I think Avalanche is also bleeding down to at least this level at 13.5. And then at 13.5 we'll find support, I think. But then from that support, if we do not break above $14 from 13.5, we'll just keep dropping down to like 13 and 12.8. So that's kind of like I do think we'll find support soon. But whether that support will get us anywhere or not, whether we can actually get a rally from that support, depends on whether we break above $14 or not. If we can, then we could actually get up to $15 again, and at least on the short term, be quite bullish again, I would say. But yeah, let's take a look at some other. Yeah, Nelson, I did consider, if you're still here, but I did consider copy trading. But copy trading on BYBIT right now, it doesn't allow you to do everything you want to do in trading, and it also allows trading in way less pairs. So I wouldn't say it's worth it right now, at least. Maybe if they make it exactly as normal trading on BYBIT, maybe then it's worth it. But for now, for sure not. Angel, XRP we already took a look at. Like XRP, what I expect, and I also made a video on that this morning, what I expect is that we will actually continue going up to 84 and 85 cents. But if for some reason Bitcoin right now actually continues to be bearish and we drop down to 29,700, for example, then that will probably not happen. But it does look, at this point in time, still looks like the most likely scenario. All right, last crypto, and then we'll make an end to the stream, is Liquidity. Liquidity right now, I did an analysis on this, but I'm not sure where it is. Is it here? No. Is it here? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so last time around for liquidity, I expected this move up. Almost. Wow, I didn't even see this move. Did this move really happen? Because I 100% missed it. Yeah, it actually did happen. Wow. I did not even notice that, even though it was last week. But liquidity right now, look, usually after a move like this, usually you will continue to drop down. So that also looks like the most likely scenario here. Like a very strong support level that's coming up is this level around $1.07. That could actually provide some strong bullish momentum and support. But apart from that, I think we'll just be dropping down. So I think from here, we'll just be dropping down. And then 1.07, 1.05 could actually make a spike again. But in the end, I do still expect us to drop down to at least $1 over a little bit more of the long term. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's the stream. We'll do another stream in 2 days, as most of you know. Usually I do these streams every other day. So Friday I'll be back with another live stream. In between I'll be there with a lot of videos, of course. Don't forget to check out a video now that I'm here. Don't forget 2 things. First of all, I just made a video which I think has a lot of value about gaming cryptos. That's this video, the 4 best gaming cryptos to buy and hold. Like, these are amazing projects. You don't even need to watch the video. Just check out the projects here in the comments. They're amazing, and I think they have some long-term potential. And apart from that, I'm also doing a $200 giveaway. So don't miss that. Go to my Twitter at cilinixfxcapital. I'll put it down in the comments in the live stream. Go to my Twitter account. Follow me, of course. And scroll down in my tweets and you'll see this giveaway right here. So you can actually earn not $200, but $200 is in total the prizes. So one person wins 100, second person wins 50, third person wins 30, and then fourth person wins 20. So you can actually, you have quite a good chance to make some money, and it's very easy to do. So if you want to earn some money, or at least have a chance to do that, check out that link that I just sent. But for now, have a great day, have a great evening, afternoon, wherever you're from, and I'll see you again in my next videos. Bye.